Sitting in my room, waiting for the afternoon so I can finally tune in with my friends. Talk about good times, music, laughs, and easy vibes. You can share whatever's on your mind. 'Cause we're just misfits, regardless of your distance. You can always find a place called home on Misfits Radio.
Yo, woo, hey, Westside Misfits. Yo, you're independent, this the mix, you need to get up in it. 3 to 5, the show be lit from start to finish. Hit them up to slide through and promote your business. DJ Lab known to keep the hottest record spinning. Mix a lot and Tay Mac discuss the hottest topic. Those not a 2000 to let you know what's really poppin'. Miss Lit gon' make sure she get the angles right. Making moves even though she staying out of sight. Check the website, Misfits Media Group. Keep it 100 cause that's how they gon' give it to you. Something for anyone and everyone from every walk. 365, 24/7, got music and talk. Sundays, you know we getting in the mix. 3 to 5 with Westside Misfits. Kick facts, play music, and talk slick. Tell a friend and tell a friend they get in the mix. Tell a friend and tell a friend they get in the mix. Tell a friend and tell a friend they get in the mix. Sundays, you know we getting in the mix. From 3 to 5 with Westside Misfits. We in the mix, we in the mix, we in the mix.
You are officially in the mix, baby. I am Miss Mix-a-Lot.
I am DJ Lab.
And you know we got Slick 316 in the building.
That's right.
Yes, honey, yes. And we already have our guests in the building as well. We do apologize for starting a little later than usual. But fortunately, never unfortunately, fortunately,
right.
We had Shannon Jackme to come in today and start her show back up for every other Sunday. So we appreciate that. So welcome back, Shannon Jackme. So we actually have lucrative in the building, baby. Yes, honey. So we'll be talking to Luke and we'll get some, just get out on this bitch just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? See what he got going on. See what kind of music he's bringing forth. Because once y'all hear him, y'all going to be like, okay, Don, I see.
Right.
I see what's going on. But yeah, man. And I wanted to remind you guys, we have a podcast on every night of the week. And Sunday well spent brings a week of content. You understand what I'm saying? So on Sundays, it varies between Shannon Jackme show and Talk That Shit TV.
Right.
Saturdays, on Sunday morning. So Sunday afternoons is us. It's the OGs. Even though we on Misfits Radio and TV, we still got our platform on here too.
That's right.
So Westside Misfits is on at 3:00 p.m. every Sunday. And then on Sundays, we also have You High Your Podcast.
Right.
They've been doing that thing. They on at 6:30ish.
Yeah.
And yeah, they've been doing that thing, man.
For a little while. It's a couple of years now.
Yeah. So on Mondays we actually have the Real Gemini Queen. What's the name of her show? No Filter. No Filter podcast is on at 8 on Tuesdays. We have
we're gonna see.
Yeah, we're gonna see. We have the Real Westside podcast on at 8. And then on Wednesdays we have the Misfits of Comedy.
That's right.
They're on at 8 as well. And if you have any comedians that want to share the platform with them, y'all let us know, because Misfits of Comedy doing their thing.
They are.
They turning up. So y'all comedians, man, y'all welcome to come in. And they only deal with comedians.
Right, only.
I've had artists hit me up like, hey, I want to get on Misfits of Comedy. But when I hit them up, they said, Well, what you want me to do?
Right, they like, no.
Hey, are you a comedian? No, well, you can't come. Misfits of Comedy want comedians.
Right.
So on Thursdays, we have Deontay Burton. He do his thing with Changing Lives. It's an interchange between Changing Lives and Short Dollar.
The dollar
Short
hour.
Dollar.
Yeah,
the dollar hour.
Yeah,
and basically it's financial literacy. We got a lot, so it sometimes our minds are boggled, so we have to rely on each other to get it out. But yeah. So on Thursdays we do have Deontay Burton. He's on at 8:00 too. On Fridays, we leave that room open for what we call exclusive interviews. If you guys caught us this past Friday, you saw that we had King Drew on. Mm-hmm. If you catch us following Friday, you'll see that we have another artist coming on too. Mm-hmm. It's exclusive interviews. It's me, you, and a DJ.
And then on May 5th, we have the other artists come.
Yes.
We also do intimate portraits.
Yes, intimate
which we will
portrait.
have one on Saturday with Chris James this Saturday coming up.
Yep.
Pretty much like Unplugged. They just sit there, they talk about the music they write, how they got into music and stuff like that. It's not an interview per se. It's more about their music and about, putting the music together and stuff like that. So it's not really an interview. It's just, I don't know if you've ever watched MT Unplugged, it's pretty much a little bit like that.
Yep. So we have a lot going on, man. So we appreciate everybody that taps in and support us in any kind of way. And we just appreciate you guys. And I have to just go ahead and plug us when I first come on, because guess what'll happen? I'm 45.
You'll forget.
I forget. You understand me?
Right.
Hey, honey. Oh my goodness, honey.
I forget.
Yeah, I will forget. But yeah, we'll appreciate you guys, man. So Lucrative.
Yes.
I just have to know, where did the name Lucrative even come from?
Right.
I wish I could tell you like a cool story, but it's really not. So I started rapping when I was 13 years old, and I think I had this really crazy name when I first started that I came up with, and I was like, I want to change it. So I was like looking in the dictionary, and I was like looking stuff that like had my name in it, like LUC, and I saw Lucrative on it. I'm like, that kind of sounds cool.
Right.
And then I read the definition. It was like wealthy, profitable. I'm like, well, that sounds like a good description of a rapper. So,
Exactly.
so I'm like, I'll be lucrative. So I've just been lucrative ever since.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so where you from?
I'm from Missouri, Kansas City.
Really?
Yeah. I'm moving.
Oh, so that's why you all cheering for the Chiefs.
Yes. Yep.
I see what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how was the music scene there?
Music scene's good. It's definitely growing. It's better. It's getting better every year. There's a lot of talent. The talent in KC is unbelievable. Some of the most talented people I've ever met. Every time a KC artist comes down here and they perform, and it's just like, I'm just blown away every time. But they're still building up the resources. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of really good producers and people who have come from that area, just from like the whole state really in general. But as far as like rappers, not a whole lot, but there's definitely a very strong music scene there. People would be very surprised if they went to a show.
I know I would, only because you know how and I don't know if I would be surprised though, because what I've noticed is a lot of our rappers now are from places that at one time were not looked upon as like a music place.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised now, but I can only imagine. Have you had a chance to do a show there yet, or?
Well, since I moved to Atlanta, I haven't been back to do a show. But growing up and the time I lived there, I did a lot of shows all the time.
Okay, so
Yeah.
do you look forward to going back to
Absolutely.
do a show?
I'm planning on it this year. Planning on this summer. Going back down there, maybe doing a show. Rocking
Yeah,
out.
because you know when it's so funny, because when artists get on stage, they become a whole nother person.
Right.
And you be like, who are they?
Right.
Oh, quite lucrative. Okay.
Yeah.
Get up there and, set a whole stage up. So I love that.
Yeah.
So, Kansas City.
Yes.
So how long have you been here?
Since late 2017, I've been here.
Oh, so you've had a chance to kind of see the music scene and actually see the changes that have gone on.
Yeah.
So you were actually here during the pandemic.
Yeah. That's kind of when, like, around the pandemic started, things were kind of going up pretty good, and the pandemic happened, kind of like hit the reset button. I just did a show overseas, like, right before the pandemic happened.
Really?
Yeah, really great experience. But it's been great, though.
Overseas.
Yeah.
So how did you even, so I guess I have to ask you, are you an independent artist, or are you signed to anyone, or how does
I'm
that
an
go for
independent artist. I am with I do have management with
Okay.
JG3. Yeah.
you? Okay. So you have management, but not
No.
okay, signed to record label.
Yeah.
Going out of the country is huge.
Yes. that was a really cool. Honestly, it was probably the craziest experience of my life. All the artists who went over there with me, they would agree with me. But that was the craziest. We went to Canada first, and we flew to France. And it was honestly the experience of a lifetime, though. Like I really want to go back.
Really?
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Take me with you this time. No, don't leave me. Don't leave me here this time. You taking me with you.
It was really cool meeting like artists from all over the world. There's artists from Toronto, Germany, like all over the world, just in this one place, just doing this big festival.
Could you tell that you guys had a lot in common, even though you're from different walks of life?
Absolutely, yeah. Like absolutely. The show that we was doing, a lot of the artists were from Toronto. Like the stages, we actually did like this big show all together.
Okay.
And they had 2 stages, but we was all like hanging out the night before. It was just like hanging out with like anybody that like does music. You know, we just hanging out, rapping, freestyling.
I like that.
Vibing. Yeah.
So do you like to do the live performances?
Yeah. But I love being in the studio too, because I am like an engineer as well. Yeah. So.
That's what I was just about to ask you about. Like, okay, so how often are you in the studio? Being that you are, first of all, let me say this: you're not only an artist, you are an engineer.
Yeah.
So, do you you can actually mix and master all of your own stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you do, or do you, okay?
Yeah.
Cool, because that's you know how you want to sound. That's why I was asking. So, do you take work on from other artists? So if an artist had some music that they recorded, could they hit you up and you?
Absolutely, yeah.
Cool.
I actually do that a lot. Like I record like other rappers and singers, and people also send me their sessions that they like recorded themselves, and I'll just mix it for them, send it back.
Do they sound like they do it on their phone? Like they record on their phone?
You know, I will say this: like people have like gotten pretty good at recording from like when I first started, like when I was like 15 till now. Like people have gotten pretty good at people have gotten a lot better at like recording music. Yeah. Like the quality of like independent.
Well, technology has changed tremendously too.
Yeah.
So when you have technology and and kind of increasing, then it makes it easier for the consumers because guess what? We could just buy that to help us.
Right. Boom.
Because I'm thinking like.
Did you go to school for engineering?
Yeah.
So
Straight out.
First love, like that was what you first started the music with.
Yeah. So I've been really recording myself since I first started. I started recording myself when I was like 15. And then straight out of high school, I went to like this like engineering school. Cool. And you actually learn firsthand in the studio. So like the guy I was working with, he'd been doing it for like 40 years. And so I learned like he had like a wealth of knowledge and like stuff that he told me then that didn't click then, it's clicking now. Like little stuff that he taught me, you know. Okay. So it was it was a real great experience.
Did you see engineering as your way into the music business, like through the back door, or like because you always wanted to be an artist?
Yeah.
Or was it like engineer is what I'm gonna do?
No,
artists came later.
No, it was definitely artists first, and then like engineering. It really just because I love music, so it just was just another way for me to just be deeper into the craft, you know, and really like understand things better.
Okay,
yeah.
okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Do you find that more joy in engineering, or do you find more joy in being an artist?
I would say artist because I feel like that's who I truly am. But I definitely have a very strong love for engineering just because I love the creation process. You know, I like to mess with the signals. You know, like I really like all that nerdy stuff that comes with it. So yeah.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So to act, because really you're a one-stop shop. So
yeah, like
being able to you're ahead of the game anytime. You could do the engineering for yourself, right. and I'm just real big on that, only because we get music and we be like, who did that?
They done recording on their bathroom,
right? Like who
really?
Did? Yeah. So when you can actually go to one place, you know what I'm saying, and do all of that stuff, like to me, it's an advantage anyway.
Yeah.
So. What? So let me ask you this. So I know we're in the second quarter at this point, according to like the fiscal year. Are we there yet? Yeah, we're in the second quarter because we're in April.
Yes.
So like, First quarter. What was did you tackle any of the goals that you had set, like previously set, as far as music and all of that stuff?
Yeah, so I'm gonna just like tell you, like, so I'm actually finishing college now. I'm graduating next month. So I was wanting to release at least 2 songs in the first quarter, but we're just getting one. But yeah, the first couple months was like pretty heavy with college and like balancing the both. But we got our first song coming out now that we just finished college. It's about to be, we about to be dropping a lot.
Go, Luke.
Yeah.
Go, Luke. Hey,
Yeah.
so what you go to college for this time, Luke?
It was like business. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So,
Business management. Yeah.
So you're trying to corner the market.
right. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what's up. So you graduate when?
May 13th in Tampa.
You better work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
May 13th. I'll put that on my calendar so I can give you a shout out.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. I appreciate that.
Work it.
Royalty Beautiful
Work
Lee
it.
Events say congratulations on graduating.
Oh, thank you.
That's
thank
right,
you.
that's right. Well,
Shout
so
out to
we-
Royalty Beautiful Lee Events.
Yeah, so we got comments up here. I can be honest with you, Luke. I can't see them. But if you can, it's perfectly fine that you
I
know.
could just read off the comments during the interview.
Absolutely. And if you guys want to call in, we do allow that.
Right.
678-740-9894. So if y'all get a chance, y'all get a can call in. Once again, 678-740-9894.
So let me ask you a question, Luke.
Yes, sir.
Luke Cortez.
Yes.
Let's go with your artist name.
Yeah.
I know,
You
right?
don't want to give your government out. What are you looking forward to in the future?
So I'm looking forward to building a fan base. I really want to build like that strong fan base that like even like cause so like I feel like there's artists with the way that technology has grown, like there's not really those like dominant mainstream artists really anymore, or it's few and far between. I mean there is, but not like how it was. And it's like there'll be an artist who can like sell out shows, like big shows sell out thousands, and like the general public won't really even know who they are. You know what I mean? Like they'll just be known in pockets. I feel like a lot of artists have like their own pockets of like a fan base, and I feel like that's really what I'm looking forward to, just build my own pocket, build my own community of fans who really rock with me. No matter where I go, I can sell out thousands, you know what I mean? And you know,
Or even more.
yeah, right, yeah, millions.
Yeah, for real. Because that's kind of like what it is. And I'm going to tell you what made me realize that it was enough room for everybody in this industry,
Yeah.
right? So it was a couple of years ago. You know how, what is the name of that genre of music? Like rave. It's like a rave. You know, like a rave.
EDM?
Yeah.
Yeah, EDM, yeah. So, it's this place in South Fulton County that used to allow EDM to come, the EDM people to come in,
Yeah.
fans, supporters, all this to come in, and they literally a whole weekend they partied, right? So they had different DJs in all weekend. Like you only slept if you could sleep through the party. Like you did not sleep for. So what happens is I get a person that actually went had footage of all the, and I was like, this is happening right here
Yeah.
in Atlanta in South Fulton County. So I'm like, what? That's a whole different world.
Yeah, it's a whole nother world.
EDM music,
And
they support their artists.
that's
They
what
support
I'm
their
saying.
DJs.
Yes, they're
A lot of
DJs.
DJs are millionaires.
They are. And that's when I said, you know what? It's enough room for everybody because I promise
it don't matter
you,
what you do.
I was so thrown out because I didn't realize that was a whole situation.
Yeah.
That was a whole nother world. And I'm looking at this footage and I'm like, dang, okay. And what was even crazier is it's an underground situation. So you had to park at like the Publix or somewhere
And walk
and
up.
get a shuttle
Yeah.
to come to bring you to where the party was. So I'm like, what?
I got a funny story about that. So there was this DJ. This is like a few months ago. There was this DJ that plays my songs. I go there, and you know, it's actually in Buckhead, and he invited me out. And I was thinking it was the normal like hip hop, you know, like normal club night, you know, whatever. So I show up, and it's his birthday, so he's just there to party, and it's like this EDM show, and it's a totally different thing. It's all these people I never seen before. They like give me all this like neon gear. They're giving me like this like glow in the dark stuff, and they're throwing napkins all over the place.
Yes.
They got like millions of napkins, and like we just there like, what's going on? But like, you know, we just in there just.
I'm telling you, and the energy is so magnetic that when even if you aren't on that, you own that because it's like, how can I sit in here and not be as enthused as all of these people jumping around, flipping, and you know.
You know when y'all used to have a queen
it's super
shit,
dope.
They do EDM.
Oh really?
Nice, like what's the name of that place in Atlanta? What y'all call it? Crazy Atlanta. They do EDM.
Yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. I know that.
And like I don't listen to that type of thing, so like the songs, like I can't. It's hard for me to like pick out the different songs, but like they'll hear like the little intro and be like hype, like yeah, that's my song.
Yes, and you like, oh, man, now you know.
Yeah.
Like we ain't got to that point, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's just different for them, and I get it.
It was fun.
So I was just about to ask you. So if I jumped in the car with you right now, who is the artist that I might hear you
Oh
play?
my God, I listen to everything. I listen to like, of course, like rap, hip hop, trap music. You might hear like Future, Thug, Drake. Well, then you might hear some old school. You might hear some Hall and Oates. You might hear some country. You might hear some rock. You know, I have an appreciation for anything. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Hall and Oates.
Right.
That's the Hall and Oates of the day.
Oh, for real. Yeah. So okay. So so to me that just shows well-roundedness because you can tap into. I'm like that too. My playlist on my phone go from one extreme to the other. Anybody who ride with me is like, we gotta listen to your playlist because we might hear gospel.
Yeah.
We might hear something. You be like, how you go from that to that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
But when I made this playlist, this is what I felt like.
Yeah.
Now.
Right.
But I like that though. I like the idea of, because you never know where your creative juices come from,
true.
right? So if you only tap it into one type of music, that's all that you're gonna hear when you drop a project.
Yeah.
So how many projects have you done already?
I've dropped probably 3 or 4 actual like album or EP projects. Right now I'm just focusing on the singles. I do have plans to drop a project though, maybe late summer. But right now I'm just focusing on the singles, getting the singles going, building up hype like that. But I have dropped projects in the past though.
Oh, okay, cool. I was just wondering, and all of those projects are under lucrative as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what does the 247 mean? Does it mean anything?
No, the 247 just like the like handle on Instagram. My name is just lucrative. It's just for like you know, to like differentiate me from the other lucratives.
Oh, okay.
Royalty Beautifully events say who are you looking forward to working with in the music industry?
Wow,
She's
that's
asking your question. She's interviewing.
I know.
I look forward to working with some producers. Actually, it'd be cool to work with Metro Boomin.
Cool.
It'd be cool to
Metro Boomin.
It'd be cool to work with some legends too, like maybe like Future, Drake, even like really like anybody. Like I'm pretty like versatile, so like I'm down to work with anybody. I work with Uzi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that though. That was one of the conversation pieces was who would you work with?
Right.
But I did want to know like what is it like in the life of in a day in the life of lucrative? Like what is it that you do on like a daily basis?
So like I'll wake up, right, and then a lot of times just kind of chill, just feel the vibes. I hang out with my dog, and then
Ooh, you got a dog?
Yeah.
Really? What kind of dog?
He's a beagle. His name's Otis.
Really?
Yeah, he's loud and proud. He's got a lot of Yeah, he definitely likes he definitely likes to bark, but like he knows when we go in the studio, it's time to chill out. It's time to be quiet. So like he'll just go in there and sit with me. Just watch me just do my thing. But
cool.
Yeah, just go in there and maybe play some beats. If I have something to mix, I'll mix that. If there's like artists I'm working with, just kind of vibe out, just try to make a song.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is so by you having the advantage of being able to record yourself, how often do you do that?
I try to do it at least every day. I kind of just some days you just kind of just want to think and just let it breathe. But I'll try to go in there at least every day. Like I try to at least do a verse, a hook, maybe a whole song in a day. So yeah.
So what is something like a ritual? Not necessarily a ritual, but what is something that you do that you try to do before you go recording and doing all of that stuff in the studio? Are you a writer or you're a freestyler?
It's kind of like either or. Like it really depends on the song. Like if I'm really having to like really rap, I'll like write it out on my phone. But if it's more like if I'm being like melodic, if I'm kind of singing a bit, I'll just kind of punch in, punch in line by line. Like not like sing, but like a melodic, type of verse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll just kind of, punch in line by line, and just punch in line, stop punching.
Well, which one of your songs do we get a chance to hear first? So
we have my song Westside. I've performed it quite a bit here in Atlanta. If anybody's seen me, they've probably seen me do that one.
Okay, and is that you by yourself or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, both songs were just me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you on your prior projects that you have, because I know you got one coming out on the 29th, which we'll talk about that one once we actually hear Westside. But do you have any collabs or?
No. On the new song, it's just me as well.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, DJ Lab is gonna tell us when he's ready, so that we can actually hear Westside, and we'll allow you to introduce it as well.
Okay.
I did have a question while we're waiting though. It's so lucrative.
Yes.
I don't really know if you have a girlfriend or anything like that, but when you ask, it's just say we're gonna say that you do, and you ask her, "Do you want anything back?" And she says, "No, I don't want anything." Do you just not bring her anything back from the store, or do you just pick her up something just in case she changed her mind while you were there?
Fellas out there in the world, I don't care what the hell that girl say. When you go to the store, you better come back with something to drink and a bag of chips every time, because in 2 hours when you chilling, she is going to want something to drink or some chips or a snack. So make sure when you go out, bring something back.
Win! Yes, Luke gets it.
It might not even take 2 hours. It might be 15 minutes later. She gonna want something to drink or some chips. So anytime you go to the store, make sure you bring something.
That is correct. I hope y'all paying attention. Right. And you see, he's a young fella. Right. Young fella, but he gets it. Yeah. It's the young men that are getting it. It's the. Let me say something.
I'm not getting her nothing.
Look, let me tell you.
Nothing, I'm not getting it.
That's what I'm saying. See that's why we going younger. Cause they get it. It's the ones
they
over 40.
They can get it all they want. I asked you a question. I said, hey, you want something from the store? Go in the store. You want something?
Look,
I don't want nothing.
It's the ones over 40. I ain't buying them that. I had posted it on Facebook and was like, it's something about a man not bringing me nothing when I say I don't want something that just really grinds my gears. Yeah. Oh man, every man over 40. What do you mean?
My name Show say it's a trap. Bring her and bring her something she like too.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing her nothing.
It makes sense.
I'm be eating my chips. She's gonna be like, why you ain't bring? I asked you that you want some.
Right.
No. See, that's what I'm saying.
You'll be chilling. I'm thirsty.
Right. Now you gotta fit exactly.
No, I gotta go back to the store.
Exactly. And why we have to go through all that?
Water is plentiful and ice is cold.
Right.
Knock yourself out.
Right.
See what I'm talking about? No, see, that's why we're going younger.
Go young.
Look,
knock yourself out.
Where'd you say knock yourself out?
They gonna be old eventually. They gonna say the same thing.
Right.
Because they gonna be trained by then. They gonna be like, girl, I know you said you ain't want them, but we ready to hear Westside?
I'm ready.
All right, well, you want to introduce your song, Luke?
Yeah, this song's called Westside. You can find it everywhere, all platforms by Lucrative. Let's go.
Yeah.
Cosmic.
Yeah. I just say Bronx on the west side. Both my mans on the best side. We gon' let them roam till daylight. All the Only want gas, no brake lights. She be never serious, guess it really don't matter. Sexy like a trouble, but she never left Atlanta. She be getting money, really whipping with the goals. She ain't got a whipper, you know how it goes. I just say Bronx on the west side. Baby, get it deeper than it used to. We be down on the tall like we used to. I was gone every time on the call, little teen, never pass her your way. Nah, never got that, no way. Every time that we be in it, got the hands on the whip. Yeah, baby, get the bag, go yard with the drip. Everybody on my team finna eat now. Big body with the bins, got a lockdown. She addicted to the love and the life now. Paranoid, tryna call me when I'm not around. Baby, this is nothing you don't know. Feel like I be living on toll. Do it for the days I was broke. Nightmares got me on my toes. Ain't nobody got me like that. Baby, come around and right back. I just say Bronx on the west side. Both my mans on the best side. We gon' let them roam till daylight. Only want gas, no brake lights. She be never serious, guess it really don't matter. Sexy like a trouble, but she never left Atlanta. She be getting money, really whipping with the goals. She ain't got a whipper, you know how it goes. I just say Bronx on the west side. Top shop got me really finna fly out. I be really showing up like a tryout. I been saying things that I can't take back. You said never listen, now I'm top 5. Baby, really used to kick it on a night drive. I done come a long way since Knox Ave. Sleeping on a twin bed, but my girl bad, oh yeah. Tell me when they make her fall in love. She be on the west side, that ain't where she from. Late nights in the stool, got me tryna double up. Wonder when I make it, will I never big enough? Ayy, nowadays, guess I never know. Only for the night, they ain't never tryna go. Set a hard call, let she play it in the snow. Got a lot of scars, she ain't really tryna show. Yeah. Real one, I be doing real shit. She ain't tryna talk about it. She be tryna deal with it. She be on, really got side with the bad. Tryna get it moving, never coming in last. Baby, got no money in the world like that. Ain't nobody really got me down like that. I just say Bronx on the west side. Both my mans on the best side. We gon' let them roam till daylight. Only want gas, no brake lights. She be never serious, guess it really don't matter. Sexy like a trouble, but she never left Atlanta. She be getting money, really whipping with the goals. She ain't got a whipper, you know how it goes. I just say Bronx on the west side.
Okay. Look at that. I like that.
Thank you.
Who produced that one?
This producer named Cosmic.
Cosmic, okay.
Yeah.
He from Atlanta or?
No, I found him online. I just linked with him online and yeah.
Oh, that's super dope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, all right, Cosmic, you came through.
Yeah.
Right.
And Luca did his thing.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So
Royal Beautifully Event said she like it too.
yes,
Right.
yes, I like that. Now, I have to ask you.
Yes.
Now that one is called Westside.
Yeah.
That is on. Is that a single that you released, or is it on a EP that you released?
No, yeah, that's just a single that's out.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, mhm.
Okay, so I'm definitely going, and that's on all platforms as well.
Yes.
Okay, so you talked about the melodic wave,
Yeah.
and I can hear it there.
Yeah.
I like that. So, because what I've realized is a lot of times most rappers can actually sing. They can hold a tune.
Mm-hmm. I can't sing.
I can't either.
Yeah. I
still do it.
Like I got like this little bitty range where I'm like cool, but like if I get out of that, it's over with.
Somebody get out there. Right?
It's like a very short range.
What you say? If I come out of it, it's over. But no,
Like, I gotta be careful
like
at the
that.
shows because like, you know, I'll get a little too excited, get to feeling myself on stage, and I'll just start sing a little bit.
Right.
Let me bring that back.
Right. But you know what? You know when your adrenaline flowing and
Yeah.
you know in times like that it don't even matter.
Yeah.
Cause like everybody is, you know, they already in their groove and they
Yeah.
doing their thing anyway. So I'm definitely going to get that. I like that.
Thank you,
So
thank
have you been pushing that in any of the clubs or?
Oh yeah. I've performed that like everywhere. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, honey, I like it. You gotta look.
We actually just did it last night. We just got home from South Carolina. Me and the team went up there and did a nice little show up there. It was a good
Oh,
time.
okay. And who
Yeah.
was the team? Who was with you?
Me,
you tell?
my manager B-Dot and Danny Thomas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Danny Thomas. Danny Thomas is an artist as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. He's with me and B-Dot as well with
Is
JG3.
is that his stage name, Danny Thomas?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's his actual
Really?
name, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay, so y'all went to South Carolina. How was it?
Oh, it was great. I've actually never performed there before. Really never even been to South Carolina. I think I drove through, but yeah, it was fun. They was hype. They loved it. They was pretty excited that we was there, and it was fun.
Okay. Yeah. I like that. Y'all brought the energy.
Yeah.
So, just out of curiosity, is Danny Thomas from here too? Or
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So y'all went up there represent. Do you represent Atlanta or do you represent Kansas City? Like, how does that usually work for you? Depending where you are.
I mean, Atlanta for now, but like I definitely rep for KC. But when you go out of town, I just say yeah, we came from Atlanta,
because that's where y'all came from for real.
Right,
so
yeah,
that's why I was asking, because I do find it a little difficult. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you perform it, to be like, if you're not in Atlanta. Now, if you're in Atlanta, I can see you saying, we came, we'll represent KC, whatever. But if you went somewhere else, and it's like, how you gonna represent KC and Atlanta?
Right? Yeah, it's just like too much to explain.
Yeah, it's like, no, we gotta pick a side here.
I'm definitely not like out here like false claiming Atlanta, but like definitely like rep. You know what I mean? Definitely repping.
Right?
Like, yeah.
No, it's definitely a difference. It's not false claiming, because if you go somewhere else, like you said, to South Carolina, to another state or something like that, you ain't got time to be trying to make them figure out exactly what you talking about. So it's like, look, I'm here from Atlanta. Y'all feel me? Y'all understand what I'm finna say? Yeah.
Something I say that I kind of find, I would say I'm an artist based in Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's like a good way to like, just,
Oh, yeah, and it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because that's what you doing.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Let me turn my mic on first. How about that? Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What is your favorite part of the day and why? Your favorite part of the day.
My favorite part of the day? I like 1 to 2 a.m. That's my favorite part of the day. When it's like quiet, it's me and my dog. We're working on some music. After we get done, we chill. That's like my favorite time. Like, most everybody else is in bed, so you know what I mean. I'm just
minimum distraction.
Right.
Yeah, minimum distraction.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, because you know what? When I think about it, that's how it is for me too.
Time everybody goes to bed.
Yeah. How much sleep do you guys average? Like, per night? How much sleep do you think you average?
5-6 hours.
See, yeah. How many hours you think you average, DJ Lab?
About 4.
Yeah.
4? Yeah.
Yeah, I go to bed at 2 on most nights. But it wears you out though. By the end of the week, you are extremely exhausted.
Yeah, you are.
I like naps though. I'll take like a 20-minute nap. I'll be good to go for the rest of the day.
Yeah, you're young. You can do 20 minutes.
Yeah,
if I take a nap, I gotta get at least an hour.
I can't take
because otherwise it won't work.
Being night, so I try.
Going to be in 3-4 hours.
If I lay down and they give me 5 minutes to lay down, I'm out.
Right, you going to bed.
I'm sleep. It don't matter where I'm at. I go to sleep. If I'm tired, like Thursday, Friday, I'm done because I've been up all week. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'd be tired because I had to be at work at 7:30. So I go to bed at 3. I gotta get up at 6. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I can see that. I know. For me, on average, as far as sleeping, anywhere between 4 to 6 hours of sleep. And the only thing about my sleep, though, my sleep is choppy. So I don't even get it full straight out. It's because I don't know. And so when I was younger, I slept really hard. Like, it would take a monsoon to wake me up. Now, I can hear a potato chip bag move, and I'm like, hey, who is that? You know what I'm saying?
It's from being a mom, probably.
Yeah, I think so. I got PTSD.
Right.
Thank you, Lucre. If you just diagnosed me, I just figured that.
Get out of those chips. It's 2 in the morning. Get out of the chips. Go to bed.
Right.
Didn't I say go to bed? That's exactly right.
I got PTSD, and now I can't sleep. For being a mama.
Right.
For real, because I think about stuff like that, and I'm like, I remember I could sleep, man. One of my last daughter, I never forget. Like, she used to have to cry so loud. And my mom used to be like, I would cry that loud too, Donna. It takes forever for you to wake up. Like, the poor child probably had been crying for like 30 minutes. And I was like, you know what? You're probably right. That's why she crunk it up that. I was trying to figure out, because I would wake up and be delirious. But now, I'm so serious. When I wake up now, like, it's totally different. And I'm like, okay. But yeah, I can 4 to 6 hours. give or take. I think I do pretty good on it. But yeah, 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, that's the time that most things are kind of calm. And when I look at, so I don't know if you had a chance yet to see our Westside Misfits page, but our Westside Misfits page is our business page. It's basically gives you up to date information about things that are going on and da da da. And when I wake up in the mornings, I normally go and check Westside Misfits page just to see what is going on, because Rika's Slick 316 hours are late, so she posts all during the night or whatever. And I'm looking and I'm like, why these people weren't in the bed? Like, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, did I miss something? But yeah, like, it's the way Atlanta is set up now, because you know at one time everything closed at like 8 or 9 o'clock, so it would shut the city down. Yeah. Now it's always something to do in Atlanta.
That's how it was last night in South Carolina, because like, you know, like we used to just going anywhere anytime, and then he was like, let's go get some food, like we just got done with the show, and like, bruh, it's shutdown time.
Right. These people are in the bed. Right. Ain't nobody up but us. Like,
it's Arby's, McDonald's, or go back home. Like,
right. Seriously. And that's the, like, when you start touring and traveling and stuff, you see the difference, and it's like Atlanta is different. Like, you may not even realize that it's different until you go other places and you're like, oh.
Yeah, Atlanta is probably like very unique. Like one of the most unique places I've ever been. Honestly.
What made you actually come to Atlanta versus anywhere else?
Okay, so this is a crazy story. So there's a Steve Harvey video where he was like, I think he just filmed it on his phone or whatever. He was like doing like a selfie video, and he was like, yo, if you want to achieve your dreams, you have to jump. You have to jump off the cliff. You may hit some rocks, and you may blow your back out, and you may get some cuts and scrapes, but eventually your parachute will open, right? So my mom, we was at the balcony of her job, and she was like, hey, Luke, jump off. So I was joking around like I was going to jump off. She was like, you want to go to Atlanta? I'm like, yeah. So then a couple months later, we came to Atlanta.
What?
Yeah. But see, like, I had done a lot in KC. I had done this thing, the top radio station there it's called Hot 103 Jams. They had this thing called KC's Next. And it was like hundreds of artists went out for it. And you had to like beat them in like showcases. And I got to the top 3 at this music conference called the KC Conference. Like Matthew Knowles was there, Cardi B.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And the top 3 artists that beat everybody else went against each other against the, you know, with all these people there. Like, I think like Diddy's label was there, like everybody was there. And I didn't win the whole thing, but it was a great experience. And after that, like, I kind of just felt like I needed, you know, I wanted to try to grow some more. So then, yeah, we saw that Steve Harvey video. We got inspired. Mama J was like, yo, you want to jump? Move to Atlanta? I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
That's what's up. Yeah. Super dope mama.
Right.
Yes, Jen is the best. And y'all probably see her, but she doesn't like the camera and all that stuff. She be like, She just be like, no, don't do that. I always be like, can we take a picture? That's all right. One day we gonna take us a picture.
Right.
She's behind the camera.
Like, no, yeah, she be behind the scenes, man. Very, very beautiful inside and out. Yes. And you're very blessed.
Absolutely.
To have that kind of support you know, and to just because you think about it, you know how many artists wish that they had that kind of support to say, you want to go to Atlanta?
I've been told that a bunch of times. A bunch of artists have told me like, yo, like you're lucky that, you know, your parent really supports you, because there's a lot of artists out here whose parents like discourage them from doing what they want to do. And I know like a lot of people in my generation, we kind of more, I'm not gonna say we're more free spirited, because the older generations were too, but like we kind of just like very like alternative, you know, like
you
we
all are
breaking
routes. Generational curses.
Yeah.
And that's the good thing about the generation that you're in, is because you all are not afraid to try things.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a situation where, you know how and especially when you have supportive, your examples are supportive. So like if you have supportive parents, you have aunts, uncles, anybody that actually supports the movement, it makes it just that much easier. So you all are sitting in place to where you were kind of born into technology, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So when you guys were growing up, technology was there. It wasn't there for us like that. We had to actually learn it with y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you get the experience and you actually have a parent that wants to even learn that technology, that's a blessing in itself as well, because our parents wouldn't have done it. A lot of our parents was like, "Is you crazy?" I would no. That we don't need that. Like they didn't grasp that change very well.
Yeah.
So like when you have a parent that's actually willing to jump into what you're doing, and you guys are part of the era where you actually listen to music that your parents listened to.
Right. Yeah.
I often tell people I don't remember my mama wearing nothing that I wanted to wear. So it behooves me when my children are in my clothes.
Right.
Because I'm like, well, why you got...
Right.
You ain't even asked for it. Well, mama, I was going to call you, but I knew you was at the station, and I knew you, if I called you... Baby, why you got that? Why? But I don't remember wanting to wear my mama's clothes.
Right.
Yeah.
So I look at it honestly now that I'm older, and I'm realizing that it is a blessing to even dress the way that my children would even want to dress. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't have that, but you all are in a generation where you actually listen to music that your parents like and enjoy. I heard Shannon Jackman them talking about music earlier, and they was saying that it was a lot of music that we listened to. Our parents would be like, "Man, you don't shut that, like, we don't want to hear that."
Right.
But it's not like that for us. Like we're the ones that's closing that gap, so to speak. And it's a gift and a curse, because a lot of times the parents end up being friends with their children, which kind of pull back those boundaries. You just a good child. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're a good person.
Right.
So what, like, it wouldn't affect you like it would a person that's kind of like struggling. You know what I'm saying? Struggling between being a good person with the devil sitting on their shoulder. You understand what I'm saying? No, but isn't it? And that's kind of like what it is. But that's why I always tell people, I encourage them to be good people. Don't be a good husband. Don't be a good boyfriend. Don't be a good wife. Don't be a good person.
Right.
And all of those titles that fall up under that, they'll fall into place. You know what I'm saying? So don't, because a lot of people do. They'll spend time trying to be the perfect person for a situation, and it's like, no.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
No, yeah. You got to be able to compromise.
Absolutely.
Communicate and be willing to grow. You can't be too stuck in your ways, because that's how you ruin any relationship. Yeah,
and I always tell people, because like my brother always, like, I'd be like, yeah, the kids getting grown. He'll be like, no, the kids are growing. Yeah. And I'd be like, dang. And then, but when you think about it, anything that's grown has stopped developing. So he always like to say, no, they're growing. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they're doing. Right. He always like, no, they growing. He was like, we're even growing. He was like, a lot of people think that we're grown, but we still learning. Every day. So I'm like, you know what? That makes sense. And my brother's heavy into the music too. And that's something that he always had. Like, we growing. Like, you learn something new every day. So what are some of the things that we can expect for you? I know you're graduating in May. Yeah. Hold on. No. You're releasing your new single
the 29th.
April 29th.
Yeah, so that's Saturday? Yeah.
April 29th, y'all.
Yeah.
And that one is called Planes, and we're going to hear that one in a few minutes too. But you're also graduating May 13th?
Yeah.
Okay, and then what are some things that we can expect from you within the next
few months?
Couple of months.
I want to drop another song. I plan on doing a lot of shows. I want to actually hit the road too. I'm going to hit the road, do some shows out of town, and just keep on growing, just grow the fan base up,
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. So when you say you want to go on a tour, or would you?
I would just say build my network.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, and I have to ask you, Lucrative, who cut your hair? I can't wait for y'all to see our pictures, honey. That haircut is cute.
Yeah, Mama J cut it.
Really? Let me find out Mama J is the Jill of all trades. Well, baby, it is nice. I love it.
Yeah.
It is super dope. I do.
Let me ask you one more question before we get to the song.
Uh-huh.
You know, you say you're from Kansas and you came from Kansas, right? To here.
Kansas City.
Kansas City
Yeah.
to here, right?
Yeah.
What is one city you've never been to that you really like, would really love to visit?
Good question.
Now, it don't have to be about music and just...
Yeah.
Because I want to visit Vermont. Because I want to visit Vermont.
Okay.
Vermont?
Yeah, it's something about Vermont. I just got to be there.
Really?
I mean, you think about Vermont, you never hear, 18 people killed in Vermont.
You don't?
No, exactly.
I'm gonna give you so I'm gonna give you an American answer, and I want to give you a worldwide answer.
Cool.
Because quiet. I don't want to say quiet is kept, but like I actually have found I have a lot of like international listeners. So I wanna expound on that actually. I wanna go. Oh, I've been to Paris. I can't say Paris. I want to go to London. I want to go to London. That's my like international answer. And then as far as here, I want to go to like New York. I've never been to the New York City. I've been to New York State, but I've never been to New York City. So yeah.
You had to get them creative juices, but I've been to New York and I wanted to live there.
Really?
I wanted to stay. Man, it was just so, I don't know, it was just the creative energy or whatever it was. It was just like, it was just a high vibe up there. And I was like, man, this is where I need to be.
Yeah.
Really?
I forget about the rent and all that stuff, how much it cost to live there. It was just the energy. You could tell there's a creative place where creatives live.
Yeah.
It's just like, man, like this is it. Like I need to be here.
Yeah.
But you can't even really worry about what the cost of living is, because from my understanding, the what
jobs,
you get, the jobs and the things that you do, you're paid a lot more for there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Nah.
Well, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah, not necessary.
I've been to Los Angeles once. I definitely want to go back, but it's so chill there. Like I feel like if I went there, I just want to kick back. You know what I mean? Just chill out. Like it's always 70 and sunny every day.
In Las Vegas?
No,
In
Los Angeles. Los
yeah.
Angeles, yeah.
But it's a different kind of heat. Like it's that desert dry. Yeah, you can't even really wear your hair in a nice style there. Like, I don't know.
Someone said the rats scare me to death. They got
that's
in New York. Yeah.
New York. And Slick says dirty there.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Well,
it was creative there.
Let me tell you what I have realized. When you go up north, it is a lot dirtier than it is here. And for whatever reason, I don't know why I noticed this in certain places, but like in Atlanta, we have trash cans on the street, right? Like when you could be at a red light and see a trash can and be like, I'm finna shoot that in the hoop.
You don't have that up.
You don't have that up north. I'm like, what? We walked a very long time, and I said, well, where are the damn trash cans? So y'all just want me to just throw this paper on the...
Put they street up, they trash on the street in New York. I don't care nothing. I'm from Chicago, and the creative flow wasn't even the same as when I went to New York, and I'm from Chicago.
I've never been to Chicago.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna check Chicago out too.
Yeah, it's all right.
I saw one of my friends. One of my friends just posted about Chicago. She lives in Chicago, and she was, as a matter of fact, she is from Chicago. She had moved here, and she moved back to Chicago.
Oh, okay.
And like she was like that. She said people very seldom do that. Like once they leave Chicago, they're gone.
Back, yeah.
They don't really move back. And she said, but she ended up moving back, and she said it was one of the most horrible decisions that she could have ever made. But what she can appreciate about being there now is what did she say? She said what she could appreciate about being there now is, I guess, the way, I don't know, the way what she described was, I guess, the way that the music scene is embraced now versus how it was when she left. Because she's an artist too.
Yeah, I think it's always been musical up there. It's just like rap wasn't a very big thing in Chicago. It was more from when I was growing up.
Okay.
We had house music. We had R&B. We had, a lot of different genres of music.
Yeah, because she's a go-go singer.
Right, stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
'Cause, that's kind of a creative artist kind of town. So
they got a lot of rappers coming out, or like really, I mean, not just new, but like it's been real. You had Kanye and them, but then you had like the second generation. You had like Dirk and
before
Chief
Kanye,
Keef.
though, there really wasn't any rappers.
Really?
Yeah.
Not that I can remember.
Oh,
We
wow.
always
Okay.
used to rappers from New
Oh.
York.
Okay.
Twister,
Twister, and then you Do or Die.
yeah.
Oh,
Do it
they
now.
were from Chicago?
Yeah.
I went to school with them. Yeah.
Dang, I didn't even know that. Thank y'all.
Yeah,
Smart asses. I never knew that.
Do or Die's from Chicago.
So you mean to tell me?
I went to school with the twins.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay,
They had
that's what's
when I
up.
was in music in school too, so I didn't, they actually play instruments, so I didn't really was surprised to see them doing music.
Okay, but yeah, she said that the way that the music scene is set up now, it's a lot better than what it was when she left, because that was one of the reasons why she left. And then now she came here, stayed here for years, and then she's back in.
I don't think I could move back to Chicago. I could move to New York.
You could,
Yeah.
but so do you think you could live anywhere else other than Atlanta now that you've been here for this time?
I'm gonna be in Atlanta for a good while. I want to check out Austin. I heard Austin's
Texas.
is pretty dope. I want to go to Austin. I don't know if I'd move there, but I want to check it out.
I was just about to say, now, if I ever moved to a different state, Texas would be my state.
Really?
I don't
a lot
know
of people
why.
are going to Texas right now.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I think that Texas would probably be my state.
A lot of people are moving to Houston and then moving to Austin. A lot of people from Los Angeles are moving to Texas. Like the population of LA is going way down, and they're going to Austin. They're going to do the same thing in Austin. Go and get it.
I know, right? Saturated, yeah, and
Just
then
like
we ain't gonna even want to go there. But yeah, I think if I ever, cause I'm from here, so I've lived here my whole life. I don't even know if I would even, move to a different state. But if I did move to a different state, because now we're heavily saturated in Atlanta.
You full?
Right, we full as fuck.
Yeah.
But if I ever moved, I think that would be my first choice. Would probably be Texas. Of course, I'm gonna go and visit. Yeah, I'm gonna go and visit about 5 different states, and I'm gonna try to pick the city that I think I would be able to move around in, and I'm gonna see.
Yeah, like I know you've seen a lot of change, because just in the short time I've been here, I've seen a lot of change in Atlanta.
Yeah, most definitely. Like when you're from here and you see Atlanta come from where it was to now, it's a culture shock, man. And the main reason is because, like, a lot of people came here and didn't appreciate what we had to offer, if that makes sense. So they came here and did all kind of crazy stuff and made it, you know what I'm saying, and kind of messed it up for the people who actually came here to work and actually build a life. And that's the only thing that's the only part I don't like.
It kind of like the city of Atlanta. I know it's bigger than KC, but just when you're there, like geographically, and you look around, it looks a lot like KC. Like KC's like a small major, and it's not small, but like it just looks alike. You know what I mean? But like, there's a lot more people. There's like in the whole metro area, there's what 6-7 million.
Yeah.
In the metro, KC
in the metro.
It's almost
area.
like it wasn't. It was like it grew faster than it built.
Yeah, and it did. The thing about it is, man, I know even because we were just gonna say pre-pandemic, right? Pre-pandemic, we was full then. But when we opened up our city and made it where people could still move around during the time where other cities were shut down and not doing anything. It really became an issue.
I don't think it really was an issue for us. Like I still went to the store.
No, it wasn't an issue for us.
Right.
It became an issue because so many people. It was an influx, and like you said, it grew so much, and we didn't have time to kind of adjust with it.
They
It was
need to
like,
make
what
some more
the hell?
highways, something.
Yeah, like something got to give, because now we used to have in Atlanta, it used to be 5 o'clock traffic. We knew at 5 o'clock your ass is gonna be in traffic, because that's what happens at 5 o'clock in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Now, no matter when you leave your
It's
house,
traffic.
if you have to drive more than 10, 15 minutes away, you're gonna bump into some traffic.
Let me
It's crazy.
Let me
Especially on
tell you something
Yes.
real quick. So when we was going to South Carolina, it was cool. I was, like it always feels faster when you driving back. So when we was going to South Carolina yesterday, like early, it was cool. Boom. When we was coming back, so we was coming back late. It was probably like 1 a.m. I'm thinking, oh, it's late. We finna just
Right.
slide. We hit like Metro. As soon as we hit Metro, at like the highway, like 1 a.m. traffic jam.
For no reason.
At like 1 a.m.
Yes, I'm telling you,
Like,
no
I
matter
looked at the
when.
GPS, had like the red line, like
Uh-huh.
the red like map shit.
Yeah.
It was like boom, like
Yeah, and that's the
I'm like,
crazy
what the
part. We're like,
What?
How did we even get here? How we get here?
Right.
That part I can't.
Can't deal with that.
I don't like that part of it. Like, I like to be able to move around, and then like now, so like when we was younger, we didn't have like Uber and Lyft and all that stuff. I do like the idea of them allowing Uber and Lyft to be here, because it makes people feel a little bit more secure and safe versus riding the MARTA bus, because the MARTA bus stops at a certain time. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of perks to it, but then again, it's just you just see it change, and it's like, okay, I guess. I mean, what can we do about
Right.
it at this point? DJ Lab, did you want to get in the mix today, or what did you want to do today?
Whatever you need, whatever you think you
It's
want
your
Whatever you want me to do, I
world.
can do it.
No, I was just asking because I know if we get in the mix, you have to shut down the Instagram. Did you want to do that,
I really
or
don't want to shut down Instagram today.
huh?
I don't think I want to, but
But no, that's why I was asking. I feel like that's a very fair question for you, if you
Right.
wanted to shut it down or not.
Technically, we only got 30 more minutes, so we're going to...
You just gonna say, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just.
We're
Hey.
going to talk. We're going to listen to his song. and
Of
then-
course.
And then we'll see what we get.
Yeah.
Alright,
So
let's do it.
If you need me to play like DJ so you can get yourself together, tell me now.
no, I don't need to get anything together. That's why I was asking you.
Oh, okay.
She's always together.
Yes,
This is
honey.
4 o'clock hour, so...
I know, that's what I thought about, because we started a little bit later
Right.
than usual. But yeah, because at 4 o'clock we usually do DJ Lab usually gets in the mix. I just want to tell y'all. So yesterday, right? So Friday we had the exclusive interview. So I wake up Saturday. I have we were booked. So I have a bartending company, and you guys can book us too.
Right.
So it's the name of my company is Mix-a-Lot Services. So
You can book me through her.
that's right.
That's all I need to know.
And look, let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you something about that too. So, however, we was booked for a barbecue, and then my cousin was having Daisy Dukes and Cowgirl Boots party.
Okay.
She summoned all the cousins to come up through there and out with Daisy Dukes and
Lord.
Cowgirl Boots, baby.
Okay.
When I tell y'all, so I went to the cookout first to get the girls acclimated, because when I can't make it, I have twin girls that bartend too, so they helped me out in that arena. So I was very, very appreciative. So we got there, I helped them set up everything. We did everything or whatever. And what I realized is them girls can run this shit without me.
Yeah.
But I was very proud of that.
They very smart.
They were right.
Yeah.
Everybody loved them. So I was getting hit up all night like, girl, I see your daughter. I'm like, girl, do you? Which one, girl? But however. Yeah, so we had a good time. It was a TARS party for my friend Tisha. I met Tisha in like the 2nd grade at Collier Heights Elementary School. And Tisha always talked about how my mom made her feel. Like no matter when my mama came up to the school, whenever my mama came up to the school, she was going to make sure. She said she always knew that my mama was going to have some Vaseline and some ribbon. And, she was going to get all dolled up and stuff. And it's just so crazy that we are still, to this day, we're friends. And her birthday is today, actually. So happy birthday, Tisha.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, she And she had a cookout. And I mean, it was so nice, y'all. She's had an Airbnb built from the ground up, right? Over there off MLK.
Okay.
When I tell y'all, the house is immaculate. It's so new, the permit's still sitting on the porch.
Window. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that new. And she had her birthday party. Man, that thing was so nice. She had it in the backyard.
Okay.
And, I mean, it was beautiful. Beautiful.
Well,
And I just, just like to give people their flowers. Like, to see her indulge in such an industry like that. And she literally had the house built from the ground up. I mean,
that's what's up.
it's beautiful. And I know that she'll end up having more parties and more events there. So I look forward to us actually getting with her and working those events too. But honey, my cousin had a party out of this world. Now, my cousin Cherie had the best party. Cherie is my auntie Jackie's daughter.
Okay.
So my auntie Jackie and my mama were like sisters, like best friends or whatever. And we lost auntie Jackie in 2018 and lost my mama in 2019.
Oh, okay.
So, so we all still, so honey, she's summoning the cousins, baby. Y'all talking about cheeks. She said, I told y'all I wanted to see cheeks, baby.
Oh, Lord.
Baby, it was cheeks for days. Do y'all hear me? It was cheeks for days. And it was only for the girls.
Right.
So she rented a bull. She had the bull. Yes, honey. I didn't get a chance to get up on the bull.
You probably wouldn't have made it if you got up on
Baby, cause baby, that bull pulled so much out your thighs and stuff. The last time they had rented one for my auntie birthday, and I got up there. Oh, baby, it took me 2 days to recover. Thighs felt like was about looking like Popeyes. I was like, oh no, not tonight. I got too much to do in the morning.
Right.
But yeah, it was a really nice ambience, man. She had it was just so nice. The different table settings, like she had hay, and I mean, it was nice. She had a mirror for the cowboy. I mean, it was super dope. Like, we had a really good time, honey. And the highlight of our night, though, like when you're young, you don't really know what adults go through. I know for us, our parents, we didn't get a chance to be in grown folks' business
At all.
So one of my uncles, well, BJ. So BJ has an older sister,
Okay.
Penny. And we don't see Penny that often. We did see him when their daddy passed. But we don't see her that often. And honey, she done showed up to the party yesterday. Baby, we had a good time. You hear me?
Good time.
We had some more fun. She said, I ain't gonna miss nothing now. I said, well, that's right. Cause that's what we do. But honey, we had a good time. I did put a reel up on social media. So if y'all get a chance, y'all can see some of the stuff. But the pictures and stuff don't even tell you half. Like, we literally just had a really good time. Sometimes you need that. You need to just be around people that genuinely care about you. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, and I can be honest with you, sometimes it's not always your relatives either.
Right.
It's not always your relatives. It's a difference to me between family and relatives. Relatives are people that you couldn't choose.
Real, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You couldn't choose them people.
Yeah.
They y'all was just born from the, in the same, from the same genes and blood and shit. But that don't make them family.
Right.
So you even if you have to build you a family, like you from somewhere else, so y'all here, and it's just y'all.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to build you a family, man, and sometimes you just that's all you want to be around is people who genuinely give a.
Yeah. That's a
who genuinely
good
care.
segment to this question.
What?
What do you look for in new friends? What are qualities that you look for in new friends? Since we're talking about since you're from somewhere else, and, you got to build your friends and your family.
Yeah.
Associates.
Yeah.
What kind of qualities do you look for in friends or associates, whatever you want to call them?
Well, I got a pretty tight circle of like people. Like I don't throw the word friends around lightly. You know what I mean?
Me neither,
there's a difference between friends and acquaintances. But as far as friends, just you look for that general connection. The stuff you have in common. Someone who loyal, someone you can look out for, looks out for you, and someone who becomes family. Like a lot of the people, like she said, like a lot of those people that are my friends are my real family, because a lot of those relatives, motherfuckers ain't gonna be there when I get married. You know what I'm saying?
No, for real.
You're like,
but
right?
you,
Except for Aunt Sue.
Do you look for friends or relatives or family that you said that has something in common? So do you prefer to be friends with somebody who's more into the music industry or more into engineering or something like that?
No, it doesn't have to be. It just happens like that because, like a lot of the people who I am closest with happen to do, do that because that's like my life. That's what I do. So, a lot of times that does happen that way. But no, it doesn't have to be. I got a lot of like lifelong friends that don't, do anything like that. But.
That's what I was just about to ask you. What are some of your hobbies outside of music? Do you have any hobbies outside of music? I'm just curious because
how you unwind.
Right. Do you have any hobbies outside? Because I know like I've had artists be like, "Hey, I can play basketball."
Right.
And it's like, well, I would never know. I've never seen a basketball on your page.
Right.
So, what's something that you enjoy that you may not even post about?
Okay. Yeah. I'm kind of okay. Well, growing up, speaking of sports, I did play like baseball and all types of sports. So I am really into sports. I love football. I love the Chiefs. I'm a big Chiefs fan.
Yes.
So I like to follow the Chiefs, I love movies. I talk about like movies and stuff all the time. I'm like a movie head kind of.
Okay.
I can give you good recall like actors and movies and stuff. So like I'm into movies. I like going to the theater.
So you ain't no Netflix and chiller.
No, I will, but yeah.
I prefer to go to the movies.
Yeah. I just like to go to the movies. I hope that doesn't like die one day, but
it is.
Man, and it's slowly coming to an end because I noticed that the movie theater over at Camp Creek is gone.
Yeah, they want everybody to stay in the house now. They literally want us to stay in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And when the last time I went there was in like December, right? So I went to see the Whitney Houston movie there, and it was a real horrible experience.
Think about when
it was crazy.
Came out, how long it took movies to come to cable, and then we're a little older than you, so you might not remember when cable.
Right, it took a very long time.
It like 2 or 3 years for a movie that was at the movie to come to the theater.
Yes.
Now it's like a week.
Exactly.
Yeah. You can watch that thing on
very short time.
What's the name?
Or you could actually watch the movie at the theater on TV right now. All you have to do is pay for it like you at the theater.
Yeah.
But look, did y'all see where they took the Netflix sharing the option to share your Netflix passwords away?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they gonna make a mistake on that though.
So good and well they are.
They there's lose a lot of subscribers. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I'm sorry. There's this Twitter page called Freezing Cold Takes, and a lot of times they do like sports takes where like someone be like, the Chiefs aren't gonna win a ring, so then they'll like expose them, right? So they did that to Netflix. A couple years ago, Netflix made a tweet that said, friendship is sharing your password with your friends or whatever, right? Like that's a tweet they made. So on the Freezing Cold Takes page, they put the tweet that Netflix did, like,
and you have the nerve to do it.
Yeah, right.
After you said that's love.
Right.
So you
What's
take
love
but you have a lot
got
of
to
people with the streaming services now saying you can share your passwords with us. Like that's because they're trying to compete with Netflix. So they're saying like Prime, they were like, you can share your password with us. Like we don't restrict it. So they're trying to steal those people away from Netflix, which they're gonna lose a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna lose a lot of people. A lot. Think about when you were in college, like if you physically go to the dorm and your mom had the Netflix account, and you would use her Netflix account to watch movies. They won't be able to do that no more.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. That's
well, honey, I don't really watch TV. But my brother apparently watches it all.
Which one?
Jasper. The one that's glued to the couch.
I can't see that he watched TV. I'm surprised he watched TV.
I don't know, but that's where we get all our passwords from. I don't know.
Maybe he just getting the passwords for y'all. Maybe he just doing it for y'all.
And you know what? You could be right. Probably for real.
Right. See,
probably for real because
y'all a little different in y'all family.
Yeah, because there was one. He had asked me about something. I was like, brother, what is that? Mm-hmm. He was like, that's one of the streaming things and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I don't know nothing about that. Well, write it down because y'all gonna need it. I be darned if like 3 days later, one of the twins then asks, Mom, we ain't got whatever it's called. I'm like, no, we don't, but I got a password. Hold on. Because your uncle called 3 days ago and gave it to me. They was like, oh, okay. I'm like, how do y'all even know? I don't know half the stuff that's streaming right now. Like, I went and bought a Roku TV just because we had a Roku station.
Mm-hmm. All the apps on that Roku.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even know what's on now. So, but yeah.
I don't even have cable no more. I just got Roku.
Well, that's the thing. I don't either. When I found out, so I had this bundle deal from Comcast forever. Mm-hmm. When I found out that wasn't the end thing no more, it had been out for years. Mm. And I was like, well, why y'all still got me paying for all this stuff?
Well, you still got to have some internet service. You got to have some kind of...
Well, no, we got internet.
Well, yeah, to have the internet service. Because you got to still be able to stream those things.
Yeah, we got internet, but that's it.
Yeah, well... Slick watch TV. She records her show, so we gotta have cable. She uses DVR because she don't watch them. You think about it, she be up, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. She goes to sleep at, maybe 9 or 10, and then so she watches the shows when she can. We might be watching the show from yesterday today. But because she records them, she don't watch them in order.
So y'all be them
based on how she feel. Like I want to laugh today.
Yeah.
So y'all them people that be on the internet to me. Why y'all spoiling the show? Why you didn't look at it when it came on?
No, because we don't necessarily care.
Oh, okay. Because like I see that all the time. They be like, y'all spoiled it. Y'all should have told. I don't watch TV, so I don't know the importance of none of that.
Stop eating ice in the mic while we talking about sleep.
Well, look, people know I have an addiction to ice.
She said, stop eating ice in the mic.
I love it. I can't help it. And y'all done bought this ice machine. Don't do that. Y'all knew what was going to happen.
Right.
I'm David Ruffin, and I want ice.
Right. Now. So look. So I guess and that goes back to technology again. Times changing, things being different. So like now with technology, it that's why it's enough room for everybody. You get your supporters. And you literally can live off of the people that actually like you and support you. Mm-hmm. Like back in the day, it wasn't really like that. You had to like whoever the radio played. You had to like whoever they highlighted and said, this is the best person, whatever. Mm-hmm. Now it ain't like that. And I love that for y'all artists.
Mm-hmm. This is just the challenge is that is that initial step of finding them and them finding you. And being able to
making that connection.
Yeah, and giving them what they're looking for. Because there's people that are looking for every type of music. Music is so broad now with that. And, you may hear something and you may not like it. This person may not like it. But if you have 10 people and 3 of them don't like it, 3 of them on the fence, but you got 4 of them that folk, that's love it. You know what I mean? That person can live off that 4.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And see, and that's the beauty of it because it ain't always been like that. Yeah. And when you've been in this industry for so long and you see the way that things have changed, right now, just being honest with you, it's cool to be signed to a large record label, but it has to be a business move. Mm-hmm. So you have to build your platform up to make it a business move so that move is not necessarily lateral when you join forces with them. The benefits of being with them, but you have a better chance of not getting screwed over if you come in as a business deal, if you have some leverage. Yeah. So if you already have listeners, you already have supporters, you already have people that genuinely come out and see you. Because I don't know how it is for artists now, but when you perform, you want somebody who know your music to be there.
I kind of think of the labels now as more of an amplifier. If I'm coming to them yo, I got 15,000 fans and I do this, that label can help amplify what you're doing and reach more people like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
If I got people who like this type of music, you know what I mean? But I want to find more of these fans. I feel like they can it's more like an amplifier now. Instead of back then, they would take the artist, they would develop the artist.
Right.
They would create the artist. Right. Now as artists, you have to come to them as a finished product.
Already finished
product.
They
require you to have a following before they even accept you.
Yeah. And I kind of dig it, but
which is weird.
It is.
It kind of diminishes. It kind of gives them less work to do.
And it does, but this is the thing though. Now you have artists that have no artist development in place. Mm-hmm. Now they're embarrassing the hell out of you. Yeah, they're embarrassing the hell out of you, and what you thought was your brand or whatever. So that you still missing major pieces out of the situation.
That's why artists come and go so fast now. Like if an artist is around for 2-3 years, it's like right now, like a new artist, that's a long time.
Oh, absolutely.
Like with Megan, like with Meg, the Stallion, with her being around from like what 2019 to now. Like that's like a long time.
And that's why Lil Baby was in one of his raps. That's what he said. His biggest fear is being a used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that because it's a sign of the times. It's what we're living in. People like you today, you do one thing,
They gonna hate you tomorrow.
and they gonna hate you. They gonna cancel you.
Yeah.
And it's like we live in a cancel culture. So that's why to me, just being honest with you, that's where the artist development holds the most weight.
Yeah.
With allowing them, not really, because for one, a lot of the generations now don't really listen. But if the people who are able to help develop these artists actually say it, they don't have no control over if the artists listen to it. We don't have enough people saying it though.
I think like Lil Baby was doing like an interview with the Breakfast Club, and I think he like he was signed to a major deal and was like known, and he hadn't even done a show yet. Like he had never performed. Like he was like, he had freestyle out. I think I might have the dates wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But like he might have. I think he had like a big song out already, and then like he was doing his first show. Like he was talking about, he was nervous because he had never done one.
No.
And you can see it. Like he's grown now. He's gotten better. But like he was big. Like he had never even done a show. Like, that's
Big,
crazy.
and that's I'm gonna tell you. The very first time that I saw Lizzo, they said Lizzo had been out for a long time. I saw her perform, and I think that was 17 or 18, and she performed on the BET Awards when she played
The
that flute.
Yeah.
That was the first time I'd ever even knew who she was or whatever, but she captured me just from that one part. How she, turned around and grabbed that flute and went to playing it, harmonically with the music. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
I like that.
She been going for a long time.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
No.
Another
You're
artist
good.
that's been around a long time that I just kind of caught on to was in 18 was Logic. He has a massive following.
Yeah.
I mean, he sells out arenas. I've never even heard of the dude.
I've known Logic for a long time. When he first came out, he did the Young Sinatra mixtapes, and
really?
this was when I was real young. This is probably like what 2013. I remember I was in school, and he was pretty popular with his Young Sinatra mixtapes, and it's a lot different from his music now. But yeah, he just kind of.
I just kind of caught on to him like in 18. Like just by accident. I was on YouTube looking for something else and just happened to click on his music, and he got some dope music. And like, you wouldn't realize, but he's a millionaire and he does a sold out show, but he has that niche audience that likes his music.
Yeah, and that's what it takes. That's all it honestly really takes now for somebody to catch your vibe and be like, oh, because see, the one thing about it, I used to tell Lab that all the time. My kids don't really listen to mainstream music. They've always been YouTubers, and they'll be like, "Mama, listen to this." We brought an artist on that Brother Haitian.
Oh, okay, Brother Haitian.
I heard Brother Haitian song from my kids on the ride to school one morning. My daughter, one of the twins, was like, "Man, Mom, you got to hear, like, I love this song." And I was like, "Okay, let's hear it." I hear it and I'm like, okay, I love it. Like I'm digging it, whatever. It ain't even. It's 2 years later that we brought him in on, to our platform, and he was like the success just kind of blew him over so fast. He didn't realize that so many people was gonna actually like that song. It don't take but a few people to share your stuff. And be like, man, did you hear this? Did you hear this? Da, da, da. You know what I'm saying? And it goes from now. But and that's like with us exactly like with us like we're kind of like a vessel for the music industry, because for one we don't charge you a dime to play your music on our station. So that's why we always telling artists, send it in to us. We got real listeners. We got real, it's real people in real time listening to your music, asking about it, inquiring, wanting to know who this artist is, that artist is. So that's one of the main reasons why we even use our Westside Misfits show to still do interviews, because people want to know.
Let me ask y'all something. Have you ever heard of a rapper named Russ?
Russ?
Yeah. Okay, so he's not really like a household name rapper.
I've heard of him,
But he like he's got a huge fan base, and he goes to shows like sells it out every time.
Really?
You go on his YouTube, 50 million views, 100 million views, but he's not really like a household name rapper, but he's got a strong core fan base, and that can last him forever. Like, he doesn't have to worry about falling off.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's got that core fan base.
Gotta love that, man. Like, that's what I'm telling you. Like, it's enough room for everybody. And I love the idea of technology being able to let this happen. Yeah. Because it was a lot of people, like, during 2020, when the world shut down, all people had was music and TV. So guess what they were doing?
Content.
Man, figuring out who they wanted to listen to, figuring out who like they loved the idea of they had time to sit down and actually listen to what y'all had to say. And you couldn't even bargain with that, because guess what? It allowed a lot of artists to be found. It allowed a lot of artists to actually blow up. It was so many artists that blew up during 2020, man. Because people they sat down and they were listening. So like I'm very appreciative of for artists, for you all, because y'all the reason why we even want to do anything dealing with music. Because one thing about it, if we could link people from turn people into supporters for different artists, giving you an outlet to see all of this talent and all that kind of stuff, man, you can't beat it. I know last night too, I know what I forgot. Sporadic them had the talent show last night.
Oh, they did? Oh, okay.
I honestly forgot about it. I'll reach out to him.
Shout out to Sporadic, man.
Yeah, I actually forgot. They're doing that stuff at Apache now. Okay. So yeah, I don't know how I did that, but yeah, I forgot about the show last night. But I'll reach out to him and see how everything went. But I know that the single that you have coming out on April the 29th is the next one that we want to hear.
Yes.
Did you want to introduce it for us?
Yeah, the song's called Planes. It's coming out April 29th. Going to be on all platforms. It's by Lucrative. It's good to go.
I did lazy, lumber crazy.
Just to feel the fucking breeze, yeah. I just took the plane just to change a couple of degrees, yeah. They want me to change, but they just wanna be me, yeah. They want me to show love, man, I guess I'll see it, yeah. Got me being like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I've been waiting every time, I've been trying like I've been getting too high lately, they been trying to cool me down, yeah. In the studio at 2 a.m. starving too long to get out. You ain't family or team, yeah. See the door that you can walk through. I done found me some real ones with some real life I could talk to. I was freezing in the field. I don't know how it feels. Don't know what I need, but maybe this shit is the reason. I done lost so many people last 2 years, no one left to call. I'ma do this shit for my brother, so when I get on, I'm finna ball. Yeah, I've been gone, I've been right, and I've been wrong. All they motherfuckers tryna tell me what I should say in my song. I've been starving since 13, I don't need a break or vacations. I've been waiting for too long, so it's too late for conversations. Yeah, I've been racking just so many shows, they been waiting for me just to blow, yeah. I done heard so many trigger pulls in my lifetime to be a soldier. Growing up, not even twin beds, so I made a pad out on the floor, yeah. Baby few really understand, so I'ma guess I'ma show, yeah. I didn't eat sleep for dinner, got no choice but be a winner. Yeah, we been low. I'm talking January lows. Hard ice feeling froze. Minnesota when it cold. Tell her till my voice gone. Tell her till this shit gone. Everything was perfect. Lost my innocence too young. Waiting for the other shoe to drop. Closest one's gon' switch up. Tell them if they wanna come around. Yeah, took a different route. If you hear a song and see me perform, and you motherfuckers know what I'm about. The doors up just to feel the fucking breeze, yeah. I just took the plane just to change a couple degrees, yeah. They want me to change, but they just wanna be me, yeah. They want me to show love, and I guess I'll see it, yeah. Got me being like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I've been waiting every time, I've been trying to find me reason. Yeah, they been trying to keep me in, yeah, they been trying to box me in, whoa, they been trying to keep me in, yeah, whoa, they been trying to keep me in. I've been
Okay, so that's plain.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I like that one too. So who produced that one?
Dude named Love Mare. Love like Lovemare. Yeah.
Oh, okay, Love Mare. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that one too.
Thank you.
So, that one had a melodic
Yeah.
type situation
Yeah.
too. So is that something that you are just starting to tap into, or is that something that you kind of like one of your ways?
No, it's just one of my ways. Like I can get down and just rap normally too. But yeah, it's just it just really like putting on the beat, on the vibe, just like how I do it.
So how is it for you when like, do you get the beat first and then like rap? Okay, so you get the beat first. So you have to actually like the beat in order to rap on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was just wondering. I'm like, okay, I can't, how, because I guess it depends too. Do you like write music when you don't like? Do you just write music just to be writing music, or
like I may like come up with an idea, but like I gotta hear the beat, you know what I mean? I gotta like to really like come up with something, you know what I mean? Like I may like come up with like a line, like an idea, a hook, maybe like without it, but like I gotta like be there doing it.
So you write all of your own music, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you write music for other people?
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Not yet.
Let's just say not yet. Is that something that you would look into?
Yeah, I would do it. Yeah. Yeah. If someone wanted to do it, yeah.
I think I would too.
Yeah, I would do it. I would definitely do it. I've thought about it. I don't know how to like start doing that, but yeah, I would definitely do that. For sure.
It's basically like ghostwriting and just offering those services. Honestly, letting people know that that's something that you could do, and because the only thing that they'll basically do is just like an author, like a person helping you write a book. Same thing. Like you'll basically they'll basically tell you what they want the song to be about, and you just kind of glide off. If they like it, they use it, and kind of go from there. Yeah, my brother did that for years.
Really?
I think for like 10 years. Yeah, he was a ghostwriter for like 10 years. It wasn't until that 10th year he decided to.
You'd be surprised how common it is too.
Oh yeah, and the thing about it is, what's so crazy, because you still, of course, you still get paid or whatever, and the way things are now are not the way things were 10 years ago. So even when that music is streamed and played and played and played, like I think he got about 10 songs that he wrote in the 90s, early 2000s that came back on TikTok.
Wow.
And now they back flowing again. So you getting back, you know what I'm saying? You getting money for those songs again. So it's definitely something to tap into, and I encourage, if you feel like you could do it, you can. Somebody can tell you what they, what they want to rap about, and you could do it. I say go for it.
That app is really doing a lot for like making a lot of like older songs big too.
Absolutely.
That's funny. Like song maybe like so they'll just come up with a trend or something, but like the like older song and make
Are you on TikTok at all?
Yeah, I'm not really like making a whole lot of stuff on there, but I'm on there.
Yeah, tap into it, man. Yeah. So on social media, where can we find you?
You can find me ever at Lucrative247, LUKRATIVE 247.
All right, y'all heard that. LUK. That's right. Oh, maybe you should make the K capital. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking. Oh no, I'm just being weird. Yeah. But yeah, you can make the K capital because like I've seen it. Like somebody spell it out and they make.
do our stuff capital.
Yeah, so you'll know.
Like radio, be capital, then cast be capital.
Yeah, like you. Yeah.
I call the podcast, I call it radio cast.
That's right. Because a lot of podcasts aren't on the radio.
Right.
So we got an advantage. So is there anybody that you want to shout out before we go off air?
Man, I hate shout outs because like I don't want to leave nobody out, goddamn it.
I know the feeling.
I always leave somebody out.
Always. They're like, yeah, so you ain't say my name.
Shout out to everybody in the world. Everybody in the world, shout out to you, but especially Mama J.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the team, JG3. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the world.
That's right. We appreciate you for coming in, Lucrative.
Yes, thank you. I had a great time.
Okay, well, we greatly appreciate you. And you all will be able to, if you didn't get a chance to tune in, I know you can go back on our Misfits, because we're live everywhere that you can be live. Let me just say that. We are live on our radio station, which is Misfits Radio. We're live on YouTube, which is Misfits Radio. You can look, if you just look up Misfits Radio, you'll find us. Ask Alexa, ask Siri.
Right.
Oh man, let me tell y'all this funny thing real quick, and then we're gonna go on and get off air.
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday, we having a conversation in the car, and Aloria's Siri says that wasn't nice. When I tell y'all, we laughed so dang on hard because she had literally just said, and he got a big old head or something like that. And as soon as she said that,
wasn't nice.
Siri was like, that wasn't nice. And we was like, whoa. Like, first of all, ma'am, why are you in our conversation?
Mind your own artificial intelligence business.
Exactly. And we was all looking like, whoa, that was, I'm talking about, it was perfect timing. Wonder who was listening for real.
Right.
Just wonder.
Right.
That really makes you wonder.
Yeah, cause she wasn't even saying nothing bad.
Right.
It was something like something about like dog. He got a big old head too. It was something that you wouldn't even think that nobody would be listening to. But I was like, dang. So that's how they be getting our business. That's why they be when we log back in our phones, have all kind of stuff flowing up and down the screen, and you know, and all of that stuff. They in our business. Y'all be careful, honey. Don't talk about nothing you don't want to hear
Stay out
again.
my business.
Yeah. We greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in. And don't forget, check out Instagram, check out Facebook, check our Mixcloud, all of that stuff, because that's where we're going to be at. And we finna get ready to go. See y'all. Yeah.
I did lazy, love me crazy.
Just to feel the fucking breeze, yeah. I just took the plane just to change a couple of degrees, yeah. They want me to change, but they just wanna be me, yeah. They want me to show love, man, I guess I'll see it, yeah. Got me being like, oh yeah, oh yeah. I've been waiting every time, I've been trying like I've been getting too high lately, they been trying to cool me down, yeah. In the studio at 2 a.m., starving too long to get out. You ain't family or team, yeah. See the door that you gon' walk through. I done found me some real ones with some real life.